I'm Gabriel. I'm the CEO and co-founder of On The Go LA.
My name is Enrique Loyola. I'm the CFO and co-founder of On The Go LA, born and raised in South LA.
Alberto. I grew up in Mid-City, LA.
First of all, the idea started in early March when this whole COVID thing started. Alberto and I always used to kind of toss ideas back at each other, kind of just startup ideas, just, I don't know, just innovative ideas that we thought, maybe one of these will break through. And, we knew we would have a lot of time on our hands in the coming months. Like, he had just come back from New York, and we just threw, ideas back at each other. And that's when I, pretty much came across a meme that, kind of depicted the genesis of this idea, which is basically why don't food trucks cruise around neighborhoods like ice cream trucks? And growing up in South LA, we were very fond of those ice cream trucks, and we would come outside every time we heard one drive through our neighborhood. So that's where the idea of this came from. And then at the time, it was the beginning of the COVID pandemic, so we saw a lot of local restaurants struggling. A lot of our neighborhood restaurants that we would frequent as kids and kind of growing up. And so we really wanted to kind of find a way to mesh that idea with, kind of providing some sort of access to them and some sort of opportunity where they can, get creative and really kind of, use this platform, use the food truck to venture out into new areas of LA, to really kind of, be out there and selling to people that they wouldn't otherwise reach. So that's really where the idea kind of stemmed from. And, this is when we started working on it. We've been working on it hard now for right around 4 months or so. And we finally brought it to fruition in early June, and here we are today.
So, I mean, for me personally, I can say that we've spent, or I know for a fact we've spent so many years in a very competitive environment. From the moment I switched over from a Mount Vernon public middle school to a private high school, it felt like competition since day one. And more specifically than that, it was competition where there wasn't that many people who looked like me around who were competing, who were even a part of the competition. So this word created a huge stigma for me personally, and all throughout my life, ever since those first 4 years of high school. In college, I reached college, and I knew that competition was not something that I was going to be trying to instill into my community and what I wanted for people who got to know me. So collaboration was big. We talk about all the time how On The Go LA could be a platform where a coffee shop who doesn't have desserts can reach out to a dessert business, and they can do a little collaboration on board the truck. They're there together. And that's just one example, right? This collaboration is just something that I think is going to set something in stone for the future to increase collaboration amongst all organizations. There's so many community-based organizations. There's so many ways to brainstorm and think about that potential collaboration. And it just depends on what the community-based organization does. But together, we also got another venture coming up where we're going to be able to support street vendors, but also try to influence our people to learn more about, for example, filling out the census.
Everything from like the initial concept of what our tacos would be like. That was all him. He's the one who said, he cooks, he loves to cook. He's super into cooking, so he comes up with our menu, and he actually taught my brother and I how to work in the kitchen, so that we could help out with it.
Good. Did we get it from your mom or your dad, or we just?
Probably my mom. Yeah, my mom. I might be biased because she's our mom, but she cooks the best.
The best mom.
Everything. Yeah, we actually use her recipe for our birria. We use her recipe, and my brother tweaks it a little bit to adjust it to our style of food. So
So what kind of meat choices do you guys have?
So we have birria, we have fried chicken. The fried chicken taco was my brother Rolando's idea. Because the youngest one. He really likes fried chicken.
Fried chicken. I like that chicken too.
So he was just like, we have to make it into a taco. Like everybody's doing sandwiches, but have you ever had a fried chicken taco? So these are what our tacos look like. This one. So this is birria, the suadero, which is brisket, and then the pork belly, and then let me see what this one is. This might be the same. Oh, this is our fried chicken one. It's monster. So huge, huh? Let me hand this over. Number 5. Thank you guys so much for stopping by.
I think On the Go LA is much more than a business, and I think for us three, we do recognize it is a business, but it's much more than that. We have great intentions to help out the community, right? There's always a balance to having a business and to helping the community out. As long as we create the foundation, I think we are creating that foundation. We're not quite there yet, but we'll be there pretty soon, right? And I think on both ends we'll definitely benefit, right? Which is us, right? But much more than that is the satisfaction of helping the community out, right? I think that's something that all three of us have in mind, are all agreement, and I think that's something that restaurants should consider, and hopefully they use us down the line, future clients of ours, and know that they are helping themselves, but also helping other people out and creating a better image, not for us, but for them, and then, of course, the community.
Yeah, first of all, just I guess reaching out, you can reach out to our website, which is www.onthego.la, or through our Instagram, which is @onthego_LA. But in terms of what we provide, we're like a low-cost, low-risk solution for a lot of local restaurants, upcoming vendors, street vendors, to kind of, test out not only, kind of a new area that they may or may not have otherwise explored, but also like the idea of a food truck. A lot of them, may have never experienced going on a food truck for like a day, or maybe never owned a food truck. So this, we provide that opportunity for them to kind of see whether or not they want to, maybe potentially down the line buy themselves a food truck, or if they want to open up a restaurant in a new area, kind of explore the area as a whole. So we provide the opportunity, as well as like I said, a lot of the marketing on our social media. So we kind of try to spread the word about the local restaurant on our platform as much as possible, so they get to reach a wider audience and really kind of test out how it goes for them.
Really up to the restaurant to book. If let's say there's a restaurant that's normally closed on a Monday, and they don't have enough staff to operate a truck on a day when the restaurant is open, then we would suggest, hey, you can consider hopping on the truck when you're actually closed at your restaurant, so that you don't have to think about, I need extra staff to operate this truck. So that it could be a Monday. Some restaurants, they're closed on a Saturday, so they try a Saturday. Some restaurants are closed on Sundays, they'll try Sundays. It depends on the restaurant and where they book, but we're open to booking Monday through Sunday. So right now our permit is for LA City. Any communities in LA City right now, and obviously, as Enrique is saying, we're gonna hopefully expand into other cities. So City of Santa Monica, Culver City, City of Inglewood. We're trying to also, there's another component here of just like connecting different cuisines to communities where that cuisine is not really present. So for example, we had Belizean food. They ended up deciding to go with a community near Crenshaw, but hopefully down the line we'll be able to educate people into thinking about trying different foods that they probably have never tried before. So that's going to create a nice little realm of just trying to convince people to try new foods, to just educate themselves on what this culture's food might be. And we're just going to continue on to build those bridges between communities, essentially.
I think On the Go LA is much more than a business. And I think, for us three, we do recognize it is a business, but it's much more than that. We have great intentions to help other community, right? There's always a balance to having a business and to helping the community out. As long as we create the foundation, I think we are creating that foundation. We're not quite there yet, but we'll be there pretty soon, right? And I think on both ends we'll definitely benefit, right? Which is us, right? But much more than that is the satisfaction of helping the community out, right? I think that's something that all three of us have in mind, or all agreement. And I think that's something that restaurants should consider, and hopefully they use us down the line, future clients of ours, and know that they are helping themselves, but also helping other people out and creating a better image, not for us, but for them, and then, of course, the community.